makes me wanna holler, go away. I need more peace and hope and love. Where do I find it in this crazy old world? I need strategies, strategies for living radio. Your dose of radio rehab. Strategies for living radio. Every time I listen, Lauren and David share strategies for living, and it makes me aware. I've got strategies for living, strategies for living radio. Your dose of radio rehab. Strategies for living radio. Your dose of radio rehab.
We need them. Yeah, we need those strategies. Those strategies for living. So, are you ready? Are you ready for your daily dose of radio rehab?
I'm ready and feeling a bit restored.
Whoa. Okay. Hey, folks. Welcome into another edition of Strategies for Living. I'm Dr. David McMillan. She is psychotherapist, LPC, Lauren Leon McMillan. And look at here. We are joined by one of our very favorite life strategists.
That's right.
Dr. Stacy Slayball.
Hi.
From the Balanced Life Wellness. But big news, right?
Right.
You've got some important announcements and special news for today.
I do. Today is a special day.
Yeah?
There's going to be a big reveal.
Okay.
Looking forward to it.
For many years, people have been coming, and they have relied on you for renewing energy, and if their nervous system was overwhelmed, they got backwhelmed.
Backwhelmed. Yeah.
And pain and inflammation. So people rely. You're not going anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. So that's good news.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are seeking. Lauren said, restore. A lot of people are seeking restoration,
yes,
aren't they?
They are. And that is one thing that I realized with all of this is that we are all seeking some sort of restoration. And so with that, today, the big reveal is that the Balanced Life is officially evolved into Restore Healing.
Wow. All right. We're going to talk about all of that today and what went into that.
Yes. What does that mean?
This wasn't a quick
It was not
decision,
a quick thing.
was it?
Nope. It's been brewing.
And so, but we're going to talk about all of that and so much more today. And you've added some things since the last time you were. Stacy's always adding something.
Adding. I can't help it.
And so
we're glad.
We'll talk about all of that. We'll talk about Restore Healing. All right, now you're going to have to be easy with me because I'm sure I'm going to say the Balanced Life.
Yes.
Yeah. Folks, thank you for tuning in to Strategies. We appreciate you being here, and we appreciate our sponsors, the Robinson Film Center, and Azalea Cleaners, and Pintail Roofing, and the Balanced Life. Well, look at that. Look now, there I go.
There you go.
Restore Healing, Fertitta's Delicatessen, home of those Muffies, SRT Sales Training, Uprising Addiction Center, and Mira, Direct Primary Care. Back in a moment with Dr. Stacy Slayball with us on Strategies.
When life gets loud and you can't find peace, there's a calm that's calling you release. Lauren, David, and Stacy too, bringing balance and healing to you. Sound is the bridge where science meets soul. Tune into healing, let it make you whole. Tune out the chaos, tune into you at the Balanced Life. We'll help you renew with Stacy and Strategies for Living. Find your rhythm, your light, your beginning.
Oh, endings, beginnings,
Because
I guess you're going to have to get busy with your songwriting again.
Yes, I will. That's all right. I enjoy doing it.
I know you do.
And I'll
I
do
know
it
you-
for Stacey.
Yeah, there you go. You'd probably write 3 or 4 for Stacy.
Yeah, I would. You caught me Just there. one.
Yeah.
Just one.
One'll do.
Just
Okay.
one. All
Folks, welcome into Strategies for Living. We're glad you're here. And, of course, Stacy Slayball from the Balanced Life Wellness Center, is with us today. And she has just revealed big news. The Balanced Life is becoming Restore
healing.
Restore Healing. Okay, so why the change? What's happening?
Well, I've just kind of realized that actually, I'm actually going to skip ahead a little bit and say that it all started with me developing the Restore method.
Okay.
That has been what's
All right.
been
Now,
in the
so
work.
what is how would you describe what the Restore method is?
Well, it was an acronym that just kind of described what I was doing from a baseline: reveal, evaluate, support, tune, optimize, restore, embody.
Ooh.
So it was just an acronym that really incorporated
All that you do.
all that I do and everything that we did from the time you walked in the door
Yeah.
until, you chose to leave.
Yeah.
That's what we were after. And it worked because we were after helping your body to restore its own capabilities to heal.
Absolutely.
And so in developing that protocol and putting it into place and working with it a little bit, I really discovered that that's what I had always been doing. That was really
Yeah.
always my aim.
Yeah.
And so nothing has changed
Yeah.
other than I'm adding more. But
Yeah. Yeah.
but nothing is changing the
All of the things that people have become accustomed to, because you've helped a lot of people who have depleted energy. You've helped a lot of people whose nervous system has just gotten overloaded
Yes.
and overwhelmed, and
yes.
there's a lot of people that just obviously, Stacy, they get stuck in survival mode. They don't know they're in it.
So many of us
Yeah.
are stuck in survival mode. And that's another thing I started realizing is we're not broken. We're not broken. We're depleted. We're overwhelmed. We're stuck in survival mode.
And our bodies are just doing what our bodies do. They try to protect us.
Yes.
They're trying to help us.
That is,
Yeah.
in a way, it's not a healing mechanism. It is a protection mechanism so that we can keep going.
Yeah.
And so that is a beautiful thing in and of itself. I used to equate stress to, the bear. Our bodies are beautifully and wonderfully created to see the bear and immediately decide, do I, play dead or do I fight it off or what do I need to do? And so all the adrenaline, all the hormones, all the cortisol, everything starts rushing through our body so that non-needed functions stop working, and we can handle the given situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, now email is the bear. Our day-to-day life is the bear. Everything is the bear.
Yeah.
And so the body was wonderfully made to fight the bear, then go back home and be like, whew, okay, got over that one, and then rest.
And rest and restore.
And restore.
Yeah.
And go back into healing mode. We're not doing that anymore.
Right.
We're not doing that at all anymore. We
Right.
are truly stuck in survival mode.
Right.
And the body cannot, when someone is stuck in chronic stress, inflammation, pain, exhaustion, weight struggles, hormones get out of balance, it loses access
Yeah.
to its natural ability to restore its natural healing mechanisms.
Right.
And so that's what my work is aimed to do,
Yeah.
is put it back in restoration mode.
Absolutely.
Back to where your body is beautifully and miraculously made, that under the proper conditions, it can heal itself.
And that's it. I mean, that's it. When it's restored and it's balanced, your body is phenomenal.
It is.
It's
It
a
is.
phenomenal. You've got a better healing system than anything you could go get out
Yes.
there in healthcare. You've got a better pharmacy
Right.
within you than name the pill or concoction
Right.
that. And there's nothing. I mean, I'm not putting that down at all.
It's needed for certain times.
Absolutely.
And certain things.
Absolutely. But the fact of the matter is your body has all of that capability. And man, we wouldn't be without you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We look
For
forward to our trips,
Well, I greatly appreciate that.
and it's, and I, and again, I want people to hear this because, until you go and you experience, the different modalities that you offer. You might hear about it like we're talking about right now, and just kind of tune out and say, yeah, that's just woo stuff.
Right.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's
No.
fully embodied science.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
And when you come in and have an experience, where, your back's hurting, your knees are hurting, whatever. You're feeling that overwhelm, and you and the client decide what modality is going to work for them best today. And then, lo and behold, the knees aren't hurting, or the back's not hurting.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And they get it. And now I don't want anybody to hear that there's no magic here.
No, there's no magic button, and it still takes time. I have
It takes time to
I had
heal.
a client that come in this morning that is highly dysregulated. Her nervous system is just shot for understandable reasons.
Yeah.
She's had a lot of going on in life.
Yeah.
And so she's in chronic inflammation. She's stressed. Her whole body hurts all the time. She's tired. She has trouble getting out of the bed. And so, I had to explain to her the first thing this morning we came in, we did a biofield tuning session on her today.
Right.
There are other things that we do. That's what we did today. And
that's, you can tell a lot from your feedback in terms of it's kind of quote unquote diagnostic for you.
it is somewhat diagnostic. I can feel her,
you
but
can- right.
she felt it too. And so she said, after the session, she said, okay, now I just got to get my body to stay here.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
so I said, but that's the first step. It didn't happen overnight. Your nervous system didn't get that
Right.
dysregulated overnight.
Right.
And it's not going to correct itself overnight.
Right.
And
Right.
so we have to allow time and, just stick with me. Just keep coming for a little bit. Let's develop a personalized protocol for you.
Yep.
Give it that time. But there is absolutely no doubt in my mind that we have the ability to restore your body back to the condition that it can heal itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, pure and simple.
I like the analogy to if you're restoring a home,
Mhm.
and if you're restoring an old house, you don't tear it down and throw it away.
Right.
You remove.
It's got good bones.
Yeah, the
right?
bones are good. So, we're in an old house.
Oh yeah,
And
it's
we love
wonderful.
it.
It's my
And-
blank canvas.
Yeah.
right?
And so, you remove what might be blocking or interfering, or you repair what might be weakened and strengthen make sure the foundation is strong. And then, your husband came and had to reconnect something
Some wires.
that
Some
we had
wires.
some wires that were
Wires.
disconnected. I won't
Yeah.
touch electricity. I just
Yeah.
will not do that. And he did a great job. And so,
on a little side note, our body is electric.
Right.
And so
Absolutely.
that is a big portion of what I'm doing
yeah,
is reconnecting your wires.
Mhm.
Just like
Yeah.
the wires in your house communicate. And when they get frayed, when they zit, when something happens, when they get cut, when the rat eats them, whatever goes wrong,
yeah,
then the electricity loses its pathway and it cannot communicate, hey, turn this light on.
right.
Right.
Our body is absolutely no different. And so when our nerves get frayed, when when they get zapped, when something
Inflammation?
happens, then we get inflammation
Yeah.
and the communication pathway gets distorted.
Yeah.
And now you have joints that you can't move, that are killing you, that you have to
Right.
take the Tylenol constantly for.
Yeah.
That's what I'm helping to restore.
Yeah.
And I mean, the body is absolutely amazing. Our body was designed to heal.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if you look at a cut when we cut ourselves, right, we can watch the miracle of it healing itself over
Yeah.
time. That's what we're supposed to do in all forms, right?
And like I just talked about a minute ago, our nervous system was designed to heal. We were designed to see the bear, have all the chemicals that are needed to go into action so we can deal with the bear and then go back home and restore to our state, our
Right.
natural state.
Yeah.
A lot of times we think of this as being, this is some of that new stuff. This is brand new stuff.
It's
but
new old stuff, right?
It's,
New
it's
old,
as old
yeah.
as the prophet Jeremiah. Isn't it?
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
Yes,
And I know that's personal for you.
it is. I am a Christian, and a lot of people think that what I do is woo woo. I don't necessarily have a Christian practice, but I don't have a woo woo practice.
Yeah. No.
No.
This
Right.
is science backed. But I personally like to hold that it is Christian backed. God promises in the Bible to restore us.
Yeah.
Like you just said, Jeremiah says, I will restore your health and heal your wounds.
Yeah.
And I
Definitely.
believe that that's what Jesus came to show us. Jesus
Absolutely.
came to show us, you want to walk, get up and walk. It's possible.
Yeah.
I can testify personally. There's no woo woo there. There's not even woo.
It's not even the first word.
There's
We're not even halfway
There's
there.
not even a woo.
No.
But the thing is, and we're kind of repeating here, but I think it's so important for us to understand that the natural state of the body is to heal. The natural state of the nervous system is to be regulated.
It is.
And
that
we don't
usually-
live that way today.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
And that doesn't require us adding anything. Typically, and don't get me wrong, I do. We can come up with a protocol that includes some supplements,
Right.
some diet changes,
Sure.
some things of that nature. But typically, healing isn't about adding anything. It's about removing the interference
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is blocking you,
Yeah.
so that restoration can happen.
And that's one of the things that you do a good job with, Stacy, once you do get a feel for the bio field, if you will, and you give that feedback to the client, and you do it in a very kind, personalized way. But again, that will be, that's one thing that people can do is make the appropriate changes in their life.
Yes.
And they don't have to do them all at one
Not all
time.
at one
but,
time. It's best not to do them all at one time.
Yeah. So the Balanced Life Wellness Center is becoming, and it's still at the same location, still right next to Strawn's,
Yes.
across from Centenary College, where Shreveport Music
New
used to be.
look, same great taste.
New,
right?
there you go.
Only the name is changing.
Restore Healing. You can find out more about it at restorehealing.co. But if you're used to going to the balancedlife.us, that still works
That
too.
still works. You
Yeah,
can still
there
do
you
that.
go. More with Stacy Slaybaugh from Restore Healing. Coming back here on Strategies for Living.
Strategies for living radio. Your daily dose of radio rehab. Strategies for living radio. Your daily dose.
And welcome back in. Welcome back into your daily dose of radio rehab. We are Strategies for Living. Lauren Leon McMillan with Stacy Slaybaugh from the Balanced Life Wellness Center. Oh, wait. It's now becoming Restore Healing.
It is
And
today.
so it's still at 117 Kings Highway. Not a whole lot is changing. It's still right next door to Strawn's. The problem when Lauren and I come to see you, Stacy, and I walk out, I have this propensity to walk out and turn to the left.
And turn to the
And,
left.
And
Yes.
she always makes me turn to the right now.
To
So
have to
you know,
grab.
but honestly, now I'm gonna be very honest with you, and I think Lauren can attest to this. Maybe the first couple of times that we came to see you, I had to. You can't be that close
You
to a
can't be
place.
that
You
close to
can't be that
Strawn's
close
and
to
not go
Strawn's
to
and not go
Strawn's.
get you a hamburger.
Right.
At Strawn's.
Yes.
However, and Mr. Buddy may not like this, but one of the things that I noticed is I don't want it.
Right.
Yeah.
It does happen. My husband and I go, and actually, we're right next door to the original location. And just a little free plug for Strawn's here. They're
Yeah.
wonderful.
They're
good
wonderful
community.
folks.
Yeah. We're right next door to that location, but we're at work all day, and we don't have time for that. So
Right,
oftentimes
right.
we will go down to the location on Erie Drive for dinner, or
Yeah.
on the weekends.
Yeah, sure.
We'll go down there, and you can get some healthy food in there. But my husband's fault was always wanting the pie.
You can't. It's a
famous.
sin. It's
Yeah.
a sin not to get that strawberry
It's a sin
pie.
not to get the pie.
Yeah.
But I will say we also have been doing well. I've been on a diet for over a year, and I've now forced him to be on the diet.
Encouraged, yeah.
I love it.
Encourage first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him to be on the diet. But what you said is true. I don't want to take away from Strawn's pie revenue at all.
No.
But
And they don't. They don't have to worry.
I don't think they have to worry. I think
No.
they're doing good. But when you get out of that mode, you
I
do
think-
kind of get out of that mode, and your
think
body
part-
doesn't want it as
yeah,
much.
I
Your
think-
body doesn't crave it as
Yeah,
much.
it doesn't
Right.
doesn't
It's
yell
much
for
easier for my husband to say no to the slice of pie after lunch now than
Yeah.
it. And that kind of gets us into the area of now. Stacy and Lauren, David, I go to I've got my health care.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, and nothing against modern health care, but there are some issues. I mean, let's be real here.
Well, right. So
There-
I
yeah.
spent 20 years first as a supply chain analyst and then as a supply chain manager.
So you were in it.
Right. And so what is our body if not the most remarkable supply chain
Yeah.
on earth?
Yeah.
I mean, it absolutely is. And so it was an easy transition for me. People often ask, how did you go from the corporate world into doing what you do now?
Yeah.
It's the same line of thinking.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
absolutely the same line of thinking. It
Yeah.
is systems thinking. It is systems analysis. It is supply chain analysis and supply chain management.
Yeah.
Our body, again, like we always fall back on because we really don't want to dog on any healthcare or healthcare professionals.
No.
But it has become far too common to look at the body as just a bunch of separate
Mechanical
parts,
parts.
mechanical
Yeah.
parts.
And that's
that
gotten
don't
even
work
worse.
together.
Well, with all the specialties, right?
In this age of
Mhm.
specialization, that's gotten even worse.
There's so many cases where the specialty areas don't even communicate, right?
Right.
And there's not one person
No, that's
in
and I-
charge of
of
the
the
whole.
whole-
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
I've seen it. I saw it in my mother a couple years ago where she had one specialist telling her, don't take this, and another specialist telling her
Yeah.
she had to take
Yeah.
this. Well, where's the communication?
Yeah.
The communication within our body is absolutely the most important, but you also need
Yeah.
communication amongst your doctors, amongst your healthcare practitioners.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've practiced daily, but back in the 30 years it was not unusual, for somebody new to come in, and I'd always kind of do the survey, and it was not unusual for someone to be on 10, 15. I've had people up to 25 medications.
Right.
And, when I ask the question, okay, well, who's managing this? Well, I go to this doctor for this, and I go to that doctor for
Right.
that, and nobody's managing and looking at the
At the
whole.
at the big
Yeah.
picture. And so, just like in my supply chain career, I had to look at the whole. I had to, not to get too deep into business here, that's not what we're about, but there's a thing called dotted line management. And I had to dotted line manage these seemingly disparate parts
Yeah.
that were not communicating with each other.
Right.
And so that meant I didn't have direct leadership over them.
Right.
Right. But I had to go to this end and figure out how to make it work together because all the consumer cared about is the end product on the shelf.
Right.
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 And so your body's the same way. All you care about is I want to feel good.
I want to fix
I
whatever's
want
wrong
to fix
with me.
what's
Yeah.
broken. I
Yeah.
want to feel good. So I take that same analysis towards your body and let's talk to this part and this part that are seemingly separate, but they're not.
Right.
Because they're all part of the greater whole. And it all has to work together. It all has to talk to each other. It all has to communicate.
When you were working in that world, you communicated with engineers and that type of thing. There's something called root cause analysis.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was grilled into me. Root cause analysis when, with quality control, when a product comes back and it's broken, especially, repeatedly, you get 2 or 3 times, you don't just say, oh, okay, it's broken. We've got these products coming back. You figure out why.
Yeah.
Or you have
What's
a
at the
lot of
root of
wasted
this?
time and a lot
Sure.
of wasted money. So
Sure.
you keep looking at that root cause. You do that root cause analysis. You ask why until you figure out what the problem is.
Right.
And so that was ingrained in me. And so I have a hard problem now, just wanting to suppress the pain. Just, okay, well, what pill do we need to take? Just Tylenol. We'll just use Tylenol right now.
Yeah, we try to
All
control the
Tylenol
symptoms.
is doing is suppressing the pain temporarily. Don't get me wrong. Occasionally, and I try to make it very few and far between, but occasionally I do have to reach in the cabinet for some Tylenol.
Sure.
I'm not dogging on anybody for doing that.
Right.
But if we have to take it every day, or God forbid, multiple times a day,
Our liver doesn't like
our
that.
liver doesn't like it.
The rest of our body doesn't either.
We're causing more problems in the end
Yeah, big
than
time.
we already have.
Yeah.
And so instead of just asking, how do we suppress this pain? How do we make this pain go away? Or how do we, quote, manage this condition? We need to look at that root cause. What has changed in your environment?
Yep.
What changed in your physical environment, or what changed in your bodily environment? What
Yes.
changed internally?
Yes.
What has disrupted the communication system?
Right.
Why isn't the knee talking to the brain? Why is the knee hurting?
Yeah.
Why is the system not working as it was designed?
Because it's
and
designed to be whole and balanced,
whole
and
balanced
and
healthy.
self-healing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that takes looking at what has pushed our nervous system into survival mode.
And again, unfortunately, in this modern era of specialization in the medical field, nobody's really doing that. And that's something that you
That's something
really
that
take
I
a look
am
at
absolutely aiming
and talk to
do.
people about. Yeah.
Holistic health is taking a look at the whole person.
And that's what I was going to say. Something I really appreciate about what you do is you're filling a hole in the therapy world in general, right? I mean, because from what I do, I sit and we talk, which is working on the mind,
Right.
Right. I do have some ways at getting at the body, but what you're doing is truly somatic,
Right.
And so, speaking of systems, as you heal the body, you're also healing the emotional body and the mental body,
Yes.
and that floods out into other aspects of our lives.
Because it's all
all connected.
one.
Yeah.
It is all
Yeah.
connected.
Yeah.
And you can't you in a sense you can't treat one without the other.
Right.
And that's why, the three of us work so well together. Y'all not only come to me, you've referred people to me, and I've
Absolutely.
referred people to you.
Absolutely.
Because we believe in that whole system
holistic
approach and that
approach.
holistic approach, and that you have to look at the whole picture. Just solving one small piece, you may get temporary relief, or you may think that you're, quote, healing for the short term, but you're going to find out that when you haven't put the whole puzzle together, you're not getting that whole person healing, that true healing.
Absolutely. We might have some photographers out there listening to us today. And the lens, a photographer. I mean, and we don't think about this as much today because most
our
of us
phones.
Do it with our
we
iPhone.
whip our phones
Yeah.
out and take pictures. But
But our phones now have three
Have
to
three
five
different lenses
lenses,
on
right?
them, right? Yeah.
But back in the day, we had our cameras and you would put the different lens on depending on what you wanted to shoot.
Right.
And so if you're looking through the lens of just the body, you're going to see one thing. But you're looking through the lens of the mind, you're seeing something else bigger. If you're looking through the lens of the energy system, the nervous system,
Yes.
even spiritually, then, you get a different picture.
You get a completely different picture.
Yeah.
And it all works together. So, we've been talking about traditional healthcare, traditional medicine. That's at the biochemical level. Don't get me wrong. The body is absolutely biochemical. The body is chemical. We do have to look at that picture. That's your inflammation, your hormones, your supplements you're taking, the pill you may have to take, the Tylenol, that affects you on a chemical level. But you're going to keep having to take that Tylenol. Like my client that came in this morning, she's going to have to keep taking that Tylenol for her all over body aches. If she's not addressing what's causing her body aches, she's under extreme mental and emotional stress.
Yeah.
So you're going to reach for that Tylenol every day.
Sure.
And you're going to go get the
Because you just want the
MRI,
relief.
And you're going to go get all the tests, and you're going to get everything, and they're going
Right.
to tell you, well, we can't really find anything because it's
You're
mental.
missing- yeah,
It's
you're missing the
mental and
piece.
emotional. You're not looking at that piece of the equation.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, our energy system is electric, like we talked about
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah.
Our energy system is absolutely electric, and it is actually the electric drives the biochemical.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're only looking at the biochemical or only addressing the chemical, and
You're going to miss a big
then
part
you're
of
going
the
to miss
picture.
a big picture.
Yeah.
And so oftentimes we will go get a massage. We'll go to the chiropractor. And I love chiropractors, and they do a lot of good help. So I'm not knocking that either.
Sure.
Right.
But you'll go to the chiropractor, you'll go to the massage therapist, you go to all these places, and you're just looking at that one piece. You feel good for a minute, but it comes back.
Yeah.
Because you're not addressing that
The root
electrical
cause.
system and that root cause.
Yeah.
Right. The Balanced Life Wellness Center is becoming Restore Healing. Find out more about it at restorehealing.co. Now, they're not going anywhere. They're still right where you expect them to be at 117 East Kings Highway, right next to Strauss and across from Centenary College. Restorehealing.co. Stacy Slayball with us today here on Strategies. Always great when Stacy comes.
We all have problems every day. We all need help along the way. We need strategies, strategies, strategies for living radio.
And welcome back in. Welcome back into Strategies for Living. Lauren Leon McMillan, David McMillan here with Dr. Stacy Slayball today. Oh, you're saying she's from the Balanced Life Wellness Center. Oh, no. She is from Restore Healing, because the Balanced Life Wellness Center has become Restore Healing. Now, the sign out front still says the Balanced Life. It will for a little while.
It will for a little
Kind of transitions need to be,
We're going to have
Slow
some
and
stuff on the
easy.
window before
Yeah.
long that says indicates Restore Healing. But if you're still stuck in the Balanced Life mode, you'll see that sign for a little while longer.
There you go. And so you can go to restorehealing.co, but if you go to thebalancedlife.us like you've been doing,
Right.
well, it stays there and connects the two.
Yeah.
So there you go. So we alluded earlier in the program, Stacy, you're always adding new things. You're always growing.
Can't help
Expanding
it.
and evolving. Well, we're
Yes.
glad for it.
And you know what my doctor lovingly said to me, David, you'd solve a lot of your problems if you'd lose some weight.
Lovingly.
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 I'm
Lovingly.
saying that with air quotes.
Sometimes we need that loving encouragement.
Yeah. Well, mine was more like a kick in the behind, but that's different. I'll talk to him about that later. But you've added, and you continually add new things. So talk to us about the things that are new.
Right. So obviously, I've had the biofield tuning and the coaching and the frequency therapies for quite a while now. But to help achieve that true holistic approach that we have talked about, I have partnered with a company to where I now offer. It kind of started with peptides, with the weight loss, to be able
Right.
to offer a weight loss program,
Right.
and the GLPs. So the GLPs are really a combination of
Everybody's talking about them
everybody's
today.
talking about
Yeah,
them,
They're
and so
hot.
they are peptides, but they're coenzymes. They're slightly different, but they
Right.
fall into that peptide category.
Right.
And so I can offer the GLPs.
Okay.
And there are other peptides that are actually quite healing, and I've done all the research into them and can put them in with a protocol, and they are physician guided.
Yeah.
So they are backed. This isn't the lab stuff.
Right.
Lab rat.
Right.
I think I said
Yeah.
that backwards. This isn't the lab rat stuff that so many people, and I don't recommend doing that.
It
going
is
online
physician-guided
This is
stuff,
physician guided. This comes
Safe.
straight from a pharmacy. It is
Yep.
delivered directly to your house. And it is, you fill out a medical intake questionnaire to ensure that there's no contraindications and nothing that's going to interfere with
Right.
any other health issues. So it's absolutely safe. It is absolutely physician guided. And it is pharmacy delivered straight from your house.
There you go.
And so I started there to give a little bit more depth. And then with that company I have actually grown together to offer supplementation, more kind of physician-guided supplementation.
Like targeted, you're talking
Targeted
about. Yeah.
supplements for exactly what your body needs, so that you're just not at the Drug Emporium, which I love, by the way.
Sure,
Another little
of
free
course.
plug for the Drug Emporium.
Yeah.
But you're not just randomly at the Drug Emporium going, oh,
Buying
Aunt
this,
Sue
buying
told me
that.
to
I wonder
take
if I'll,
this,
you
and
know,
I wonder if this
yeah.
will help. And
Yeah.
now I've got 20 bottles of stuff that I'm
Yeah.
trying to put into my body. This is more targeted, more appropriate to get directly.
You can
to
even
your
get lab
specific
work
needs.
done
And
now.
so yes,
Yeah.
you can
Not
get,
at your place, but
so I can order the lab work.
right.
I would send you to Quest or LabCorp. Quest
Right.
is a little bit cheaper if we're looking, and so all of this is within reason. My the prices that I can offer it for are very reasonable. They're
Yep.
very good. They're very competitive, and so all of the pricing is within reason. Quest is a little bit cheaper to do it through them, a little bit less expensive. Let me use that word.
There you go.
They're not cheaper. I've actually done it myself, and it's a very good service. Quest does very well. And so we would do the medical intake. We would do all the stuff, get you an appointment set up with Quest. You drive over to Quest on Jordan. We're from the South.
Yeah.
Drive over to Jordan Street.
Yeah.
And have your labs drawn. And then they send that back through this company, and it comes back to me. to give physician-guided recommendations for any peptides, for the weight loss program, for supplementation.
Right.
We can also look at diet and nutrition through that.
Because you do health and wellness coaching along with
Right.
the biofield
Right.
tuning and
so that's what this company wanted to do, is partner with health and wellness industries that were already offering their own services and coaching around it, good, targeted, guided, to where I'm laying eyes on you weekly and I can see that you're doing okay and that this is going well, and I'm spending that hour with you every week. And so this company wanted to partner with people like that already have
Right.
those things in place, to just be backed by a physician. And so that physician can then, offer her services, and
Look at the
she's
entire
working and
picture.
partner and
Yeah.
look at the entire picture. That's
Yeah.
what she wanted. That's what she was aiming for, is because so many physicians now, they realize that it's just in and out. I can only look at you for 15 minutes,
Right.
or you come in once a month, or you come in once every 3 months.
Right.
And so this physician said, I want to partner with people that are laying eyes on you weekly, that are laying eyes on you on a regular basis.
who can communicate back,
that
and we can communicate
back
together.
and forth and communicate together.
It
Yeah.
makes so much sense. Restoration.
Restoration.
Yeah.
Yes, in all of the ways possible, body, mind, and spirit. That's what holistic. Holistic is another. And sometimes I get a little aggravated about it. We were kind of propagandized, brainwashed. It's another word that was overtaken. That when you hear the word holistic, our mind goes to witchcraft or something woo woo, or that's
But
a
it just means
holistic doctor.
whole.
It literally means whole.
Yeah.
That's all it means, is that I am going to take the whole person approach and spend at least an hour with you, asking all the questions and doing all the tests, and then taking all of the things, and to get that targeted approach, to find that root cause answer, and to look at you body, mind, and spirit, body, mind, and energy system.
I've always loved the word synergy.
Yes.
Yeah. The whole is greater than the
Then
sum
the
of the
sum
parts.
of its parts. It
Yeah.
absolutely is.
And that's what, it strikes me, that's exactly
That's what we are.
what you're doing. It's exactly how you started the balanced life, and now evolving naturally into restore wellness. I mean, that's what you're doing.
And I have very carefully selected every service that I have added, has taken time and prayer to add it to strategically. These aren't random services.
Right.
I'm not just
They
going
work
out here.
together.
They
They
work
go
together.
together.
Like you said, synergistically.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying, oh, this class, somebody offered me this class, I'm going to take this class, I'm
Yeah.
going to throw that in there.
Yeah, maybe this would help. you.
Maybe this will help. I'm just going to throw that in there.
It's not that
Everything
approach at all.
that I have done, and every way that I'm growing, is very selective and very purposeful. It is not random, and it is to take that holistic, whole person, synergistic approach to restore you, to restore your healing capabilities.
You can find out a lot more, and I hope you will, at restorehealing.co. The Balanced Life Wellness Center has become Restore Healing. And it's still at 117 East Kings Highway, just right next door to Strong's, right across from Centenary. That doesn't change. Stacy Slayball, Dr. Stacy,
I'm
is
still
still
there.
right there.
Thank goodness.
But the new name kind of reflects today and where things are. RestoreHealing.co. Restore Healing, 117 East Kings Highway. Back in a moment with Stacy here on Strategies. Welcome back. Welcome back into Strategies for Living. Lauren Leon McMillan, David McMillan, Dr. Stacy Slayball from, you think she's from the Balanced Life Wellness Center. Well, no, she's from Restore Healing. That's the new name. That's the new name of the Balanced Life Wellness Center.
Yes.
And you can go find out more information at restorehealing.co. They're still at 117 East Kings Highway, not going anyplace, right next door to Strong's, across from Centenary. We've covered a lot of ground today, Stacey.
We have.
Always do when you come. what do you want people to take away? What do you want to leave people with? What do you hope that they remember from our conversation here today?
Well, I guess I would say that healing is more than just symptom management, that you do have the capacity to heal. I believe that we were innately given that capacity, that wisdom.
Yes.
That is the way we were designed.
Yes.
We were not designed to live in sickness and pain and discomfort.
Yep.
The body carries its own wisdom. It knows how to do that. It just needs the right conditions.
Right.
So restoration is possible. There's hope. And that is the heart behind the new name. That is the heart behind Restore Healing.
It may be closer than you think it is.
Yes.
But you gotta at least, kind of come forward and address the things that we've talked about
Right.
today.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
blocks.
The whole. Yeah.
The whole
And
person.
and look at the whole person. Again, that synergy thing. The whole is greater than the sum of the parts.
Mm-hmm.
And, nothing wrong with looking at the parts,
Nothing wrong with looking at the parts.
but
and
you
I
also
am
want to look at the whole thing.
here to help you restore the conditions in which healing is possible.
RestoreHealing.co, 117 East Kings Highway in Shreveport, right next to Strong's. Thank you, folks, for listening to Strategies for Living, and we appreciate our sponsors who make that possible. Restore Healing, and the Robinson Film Center, and Azalea Cleaners, and Pintail Roofing, and Fertitta's Delicatessen, home of the Muffy, SRT Sales Training, Uprising Addiction Center, and Mira Direct Primary Care. Also the Balanced Life Wellness Center, but she didn't hear me say that. If today were the last day of your life, you only had one more phone call to make, who would you call? What would you say? And why are you waiting? Make the call. For Stacy Slaybaugh, for Lauren Leon McMillan, I'm David McMillan. See you next time on Strategies for Living.